Summer vacay.
Yeah, man, I got a lot of hate. It's been stored up.
Yep, what's going on? Nah, I don't. Nah, I haven't bet them. They've been an underdog the whole time. I'm not betting on the Mavericks. I mean, I bet my friends $25, but ain't nothing crazy. I don't. Nah.
Story keep
Stay
changing, man.
away.
How much money you really bet, man? Come on, man. It started off it was zero. Then it went to just 25. How much you really bet?
Just 25
That boy,
against my friends. $25 against
that
my
boy
friends.
used a all pink traffic cone.
So high. Exceeded all expectations this year. They did great. No one had them ever getting to the finals. So they're doing great. No one has really won at the age of 25, so I'm not upset. Congratulations, Luca. You did great, man. Great season.
Bro, are you a publicist? Yeah, my dude, you shifted the window. Now it's a dub to get to the finals.
It was always a dub to get to the finals. He was an
No, it wasn't.
underdog in
Stop
every season
nonsense,
in
man.
every series he played against this year.
Yo, man. But then once you get there, what you do matters. Okay, I
It does
mean, look, this
matter.
is like Tatum. Like Tatum caught a bunch of criticism when they went to the finals. He ain't look good.
He still don't look
You
good
know, this
this
is
year.
okay. Well, you can say that, but they about to win the chip on your man Flo and dance all on him. And dance all up in their locker room, spraying champagne on each other. Because they about to sweep them boys.
Celtics. Let me see. Let me see if I. Yeah, no, you don't have no audio. Dang. Three
I
minutes
didn't
into
know.
the pod. It's all good, bro. This is your first time talking? No, let me see. Dang. It's all right. Our first pod back, man. But anyway, like I said, I'm happy for Luca. This is not what I wanted to see, obviously. But I mean, the Celtics are the best team. I think this is gonna happen no matter what. Their 1 through 7 is just crazy. Um,
Boy, boy,
yeah.
boy. Come on with all that,
The
man.
only
All that
thing, I
special
mean, I still
bullshit,
think
man.
the Mavericks could have won. They went on a game two. They could have won 100%. Luca just needed somebody to give him some points. Game three, they got no help from anybody on the bench. Like Luca and Kyrie were the only people on the whole Mavericks team in double digit points. So if they just get 15 points from anybody on the bench, I think they would have won that game. Uh,
Man, yeah, man, look at you, man. Look at you, man.
I don't
You got a
understand.
lot of
Like,
excuses, man. You got a lot of excuses, man. Talk about how this boy
excuses.
whine to the ref so much. Looking at the ref every play. Oh, ref,
I don't care about
please,
that. That
ref,
shit is annoying,
ref,
but I really don't care
ref,
about that.
ref. Son, that shit is super annoying, man. I was rooting for them dudes. Now I'm tired of this, bro. I'm tired of this dude, Luca, man.
Well,
Every
good
play.
thing you only got to watch one more game.
No, he gonna
He
be
was
sent home
getting
real
no
fast.
call.
Because all
He
he do
was
is
getting
choke.
no calls.
He He
You can't
turning
be
the ball
choke.
over in the fourth quarter. He
I'm
getting
sorry, you
super
don't
penalties in the
know.
fourth quarter.
No, that's not true. No, that's not true. You can't choke if you're never up. If you never have the lead to give
Damn,
away.
they just
First of
said
all,
today, dude got more turnovers than field goals in the fourth quarter, bro.
yeah.
He said he's fucking bad in the fourth quarters.
If I have 35 points in 3 quarters, yes, I'm probably tired by the fourth quarter because no one else
How
is
many
helping.
times you think he? How many times you think he threw his hand up and screamed at the refs?
Not enough because he still didn't get enough calls.
Well, how about you stop screaming for calls every 5 seconds? Maybe you'll get a call. Every
Probably
five
not.
seconds, dude screaming for calls. Man, I don't want to hear that, man. Come on, man.
Hey,
Come on,
man.
man.
I could
Nobody
just tell you
whined
what
more
I'm
than this
seeing.
boy. I hate on anybody that whined to the refs. This boy whined to the refs more than anybody I ever seen.
I never looked for
And
that
that's why.
before, so
All
I'm
right,
not
come
sure.
on.
But
What you think?
yeah, I agree.
D-Dog? I mean, dumb it down. You don't think the dude be crying or something?
Super carry.
Was he say something?
Um, I'm trying to see if I can hear. Not this time, they can't hear anybody. Yeah, we can't hear nobody.
Nah, I could hear us before.
Yeah, it stopped that like 2 minutes ago.
It did?
Hold on, no one. One. No, it stopped about a minute ago. No, they can hear
Lord
me
mercy,
now.
dog.
Yeah, now we can hear again. Yeah, but I, I don't know if they can hear you.
Yeah. Yeah. No, they can hear you.
No, yeah, we can't talk.
Yeah, I got it. I got it. Check, check. I'm back. I'm back. Dang it. Now they not. Um, check, check. Mm, check, check, check. Nope. Nope. What I do? Now we go from.
Fine.
There we go.
Audio was fine, man.
All right. You can hear you. All right.
Yeah, we can hear.
You hear me?
I can hear you, man.
All right. Now, but yeah. All right. Okay. Good. We good now. All right. I'm sorry. All right. So I think we good now. Y'all say something?
Euro.
Yo.
All right, for sure. We good. We good. All right. So apologize for the technical difficulties. Let's move on, man. So here's the thing. Last thing we gotta talk about. Who's winning Finals MVP? Because I don't think it's gonna be Tatum. I don't think it's gonna be Tatum, man. And
Better
I think,
not be Tatum, but it will be.
How could it
It's
be?
not gonna be Tatum.
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna come down to the next game though, because right now you could say it's Drew Holiday or you could say it's Brian. I think. So I
It's
think
never Drew Holiday. Though.
It's not gonna be Drew Holiday.
I don't think
but
they're.
Drew Holiday was the MVP of Game 2. Of Game 2.
Yeah, but I
But
don't
if
think
he,
they.
whoever go off next game gonna win.
Porzingis was the MVP.
But that shouldn't even be the
case.
Nah,
and
not
so,
really.
Whoever
Really,
go off in this next game could win it. I don't really care about this. I don't care about MVP, man. The chip is what matters, man. The chip is what matters. And I expect it better than the sweep.
Not on this
I
team.
expect it
Not
better
on
than
this
the
team.
sweep,
That's
man.
not what matters on this team. Or Boston, number one, they've been loaded. They super loaded, right? They had the best team all year.
I don't want to hear that, man. I don't want to hear that, man.
That's not
I
what
don't want to
matters.
hear that, man.
for the past 3 years, really, they've been underachieving. That's why everybody's been mad at them.
Right. And so
Yeah, they did.
they've had the easiest path of any like I mean just every team that they played, either somebody was hurt or they were like a far worse quality team. Like the East was easy and everybody was hurt. And then they get to, like you said, they get to the Mavs, and that was not the team that people expected to get to the finals, right? It's not they're not playing the Nuggets. They're not playing, one of the
Minnesota,
yeah, they're not playing one of the teams.
OKC, yeah.
Well, I mean, even then, people would have said that's a young team, but really, like, they're not playing the Nuggets, all right? That was
Yeah, but they were all top 3 seeds, though, so maybe it would have been a little bit better. But yeah, I mean, yeah,
I think
I hate the Celtics so much.
I think that a lot of the discussion is gonna be on this Finals MVP. There will be discussion about this Finals MVP because people already talked about how Brown got the Eastern Conference MVP.
Exactly why they're not letting him win the Finals MVP. That's my point.
I don't care about none of that.
It matters because we talked about this before. They want who's gonna be the new face of the league. Okay,
Tatum. That's the point.
Not if you don't win that MVP.
I don't care about it.
They're going to make sure he wins the MVP. That's my point.
It's not gonna happen, Doug. It's not gonna happen.
He's winning MVP. They have a historic franchise with him being the quote-unquote best player on the team. This is what they've been waiting for the longest time. So, of course, they're about to give him everything.
Just give someone the MVP if he's clearly has not been the best player on the team through these past 3 games. He's not. He hasn't been one or two even. I would say. I don't know.
He ain't been top 4 if we being honest.
He went off yesterday.
He ain't been top 4 if we being honest. But
he went off yesterday. 1 game out of
one
3.
game.
But Brown, even then, Brown outplayed him.
Look,
yeah,
I don't like the Celtics either, man. But y'all gonna have to just. It's gonna come down to tomorrow. I don't really care about who. I don't know why y'all care so much about this, man.
I care a lot.
I care about the NBA. Who's gonna be the new face of the NBA? That matters. So
yeah.
All right, why is Dallas laying down like gold?
Tatum got it. They gonna give it to Tatum. I'm gonna be upset. It should be Brown's award, but whatever.
All right, well,
that's why they split it, dog. That's why they split it. It's obvious. We saw the play.
Because your boy Luka is a huge.
This man Jason Tatum is shooting the worst percentage ever for anybody who's ever played in the finals. So Tatum's gonna win it, even though he's the worst. He's gonna win it.
Brown and them dunking on y'all and stuff, man. Ugh. It's nasty.
All right, man. We'll move on to music. Matt said it. NBA sucks this year. I thought it was a fun year, but I don't like the conclusion. I didn't want to see a sweep in the finals, so that's unfortunate. But we're moving on to one album that we've been gone for 2-3 weeks. So one of the albums from rapper that I'm a big fan of is Vince Staples. We talked about him before. We talked about his show that came out on Netflix, but we didn't talk about his album. We were gone when it came out. So let's talk about this Dark Times album. What was B-Dog, did you hear it? Did you listen to it?
Yeah, I heard it.
All right, what were your thoughts?
Yeah, it was all right. I don't really like so much self-reflection in an album like that personally, but it was cool.
Okay.
There's like 2 halves to me. There's a certain point in the album where I'm like, all right, now it's picking up, but before that it was pretty slow to me.
Okay. All right. What you thought, B-Dog? I mean, I'm sorry, Baldy?
This was like the real therapy album. You know what I'm saying? This was the therapy album, but for the real. So like it was. I was cool with it. I had no problems. I was like, okay, I like this album.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was a pretty good album. They had some songs on there I really liked.
Yeah, so we could talk, of course, talk about the highlights here in a second. But I enjoyed this album, man. I thought this was one of Vince's better albums to me. I would say maybe top 2 or 3 albums to me. So I really enjoyed this one. I thought I just like Vince, man. I just like the way he thinks. I like the way how he talks about stuff. You know, it's like you said, it could be introspective or like, you know, quote unquote, you know, like therapy or something like that. It could sound like that, but it's really just like he's not afraid of saying his thoughts regardless of, you know, how it is. But it's not like trying to be emotional. It's not like trying to pull on your heartstrings or something like that. It's just like, this is what I think, you know? And that's what I just like about therapy albums is when they try to tug on your heartstrings. They like trying to get you to feel, you know, trying to get you to feel sympathy or something like that. You know, like, just tell me the story. Tell me what it is. And I think Vince just tells me what it is, you know? And so I like it.
I completely agree. I don't really know how else to say it because he does the things that he says and the way he says them, or I guess that's what every rapper is, but that's what makes him great. He's not like other people, and so that's one of the things. Like he has like different insights on stuff. The way he looks at stuff is different than the way I look at stuff normally. So I enjoy hearing his music, his interviews. That's why all the stuff that he does is very interesting to me. I think he's a good artist. I like a lot of his albums, so I thought this one was one of his better ones, like you said.
Yeah. So I think, like Matt said in the chat, his personality comes through without forcing it, without making it a gimmick or something like that. You know. So I really enjoyed. I mean, some big highlights to me. Etouffee. Big highlight to me. That's probably my favorite song on the album.
Fire song.
Say it again?
It's that fire song.
Yeah, of course.
I think that one on a lot, man.
That one's on a lot. I really like Justin. As you know, cool little story. Again, you know, like that's a consistent theme in a lot of Vince's music. That like his troubles with relationships with women or whatever. But you know, I know how the story was gonna go, but you know, yeah, just like you know, he's talking with the chick, and then her dude comes in, and then she's like, "Oh, this is my cousin," you know, and it's just funny, you know. So, but yeah, I mean, I thought those are some standouts. Government Cheese was a standout to me. Yeah, I like Little Homies. That you know that you know just that chorus. The you know life's hard, but like you know I'm a go harder. Like you know is again that's like his personality coming through. Like even like he has this like dark, you know, kind of view of reality. It's still like you know it's not like woe is me or emo. Like it just kind of like. You know, stays out of like a emo type of feel. It kind of like is like that's just life. Move on, kind of thing. You know, so yeah. So I enjoyed that one. I enjoyed it. Those. What some standouts to y'all?
You named them all for me.
I'm about to say you said them all.
Yeah.
I like Black and Blue.
Yeah.
But I mean, you named most of, and then most of the ones I would say I like Radio.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't really have songs on there. I was like, oh, I gotta skip this.
Agreed.
No, I just thought.
You know, I'm not sitting around listening to no emotional stuff normally. So
yeah, once he got to Etouffee, that's when like 6 through 13 I like. 1 through 5 is a little all right for me.
Yeah, Children's Song, Shame on the Devil were not my favorites, but then Etouffee comes on.
Yeah, Etouffee is fire.
That's a whole different time zone.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was great. I just wanted to make sure that we did talk about that. I know you've been on in a minute. I know people probably might have moved on from it, but I felt like that one had to get some love.
Well, then I think a
Before we
lot
get
of
back to
another.
me.
Good. We missed a lot of other news that people been talking about are these singles, right? People been talking about all these singles, man. Every single that dropped. Matt to the chat. What up to Matt? We definitely talking about that Eminem single, but I want to start with the Drake singles, man. People, first off, Drake dropped that BBL Drizzy, and people were upset that he rapped on that Metro BBL beat. They said that it was super misogynistic and it was terrible. It was just a terrible song. He rapped on that Sexy Red album, and then he did this.
They were upset about that.
Delilah.
That shit was fire.
You like that BBL Drizzy?
Yeah, I like the verse he spit on it for sure. I don't think I listened to the beginning of the song. I just skipped or heard the snippet of his verse.
100%.
I said on. Yeah.
I didn't hear any part of Sexy Red. I just on YouTube.
I have no idea. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, she I'm glad she's making money, so I don't want to hate, but she could go away and I wouldn't be upset. I really hate her music. So we can move on past that. Drake making that song. Drake's trash. I don't want to talk about Drake. Drake got known writers. Too many reference tracks leaked. We ain't talking about them. We ain't been on here. Drake, I lost basically all respect for him. I gained a bunch of respect for him in the battle. Thought he had it. Lost a bunch of it. Dude got all kinds of reference tracks coming out, man. What else he do? What else we have a reference track now? Are we gonna get a reference track for Wagwan Delilah? What else he gonna get a reference track for, man? The dude got reference tracks for half his career, man.
Well, let's talk about that. Yeah, so how do you, I mean, Vito, you the Drake fan here. How you still a fan of this dude with all these reference tracks? Well, how you feeling about this?
I don't know about all of them. I only saw one, and I just did the Kim to it, and I skimmed through it because I don't give a fuck about any of those songs where he's not rapping about. Like, oh wow, he got a hooky song from somebody. Yeah, that's great. Then I saw his reference track for somebody else's song came out. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about none of that. I think it was a Kanye song.
It was a Wayne
Like,
song.
I don't care. Oh, Wayne song. Okay, yeah. I'm like, I don't care, man.
Honestly, that's the one that hurt my heart. I ain't like that Wayne reference track. I was like, I ain't like
it was a terrible Wayne song too. I think it was a Wayne song I don't even care about.
Oh no, it's not one I care about, but I don't like the fact that, you know, any rapper that I respect would take a reference track and rap those same or sing that same part. I just don't like that idea. So Matt to the chat asking, you don't care about Mob Ties, B-Dog? That's a big song for Drake, ain't it?
Hold on. Mob Ties. I don't know. I haven't heard that song since it came out.
Love
that song's Scorpion.
That's exactly. And Joe Budden said that like he was like, if a reference track for Mob Ties comes out, and then a reference track for Mob Ties came out, it's like, dang, that's bad, bruh.
There's not even rapping on this song, but yeah, I mean, I don't, like I said, I maybe listen to Mob Ties once a year, so maybe, but I don't care.
He got reference tracks for half his songs, man. I'm sorry, I can't do it, man. I could have overlooked it. 1, maybe 2, 3, 4, 7. Nah. Sorry, bro. We you out of here, man.
So here's my thing. I feel like I'm in between the two of y'all because first of all, I don't care about Mob Ties. I never cared about Scorpion. I know a lot of Drake fans talk about Scorpion like it was a good album. I never care. I don't really care about any Drake albums. Honestly, I'm not a Drake fan. The only songs I care about are his intros, really. So give me a reference track to Champagne Poetry or Tuscan Leather or what's his other good. I mean, the intros. I'm talking about. The intros to his albums are always dope, right?
They coming soon, man.
And so my thing is, Mob Ties. People talked about it like it was a big like a rapping song, but to me it didn't sound like
it's not at
like
all.
that to me. So
not at all.
It's coming soon, man. It's coming.
It don't matter. That's what everybody's saying. I just don't care about Drake. But my thing is, does it change anything to you when you hear him having reference tracks for other people?
No, everyone knows that Drake writes for other people. Like that's never.
I don't think everyone knows that. I don't think everyone knows that.
I don't know. I feel like everyone knows that, but All right, maybe go.
I mean, clearly everyone, every single track from every diss record that from this beef and everything, people said how many people wrote it. Oh, look, he didn't write it himself. Blah blah blah. So that's not the truth. The meme on the internet right now is that Drake doesn't write. That Drake is a puppet that just spits bars from other people. That is the belief. So you saying everyone knows that, that's not true. It's just not true.
Well, I'm sorry. I thought that was common knowledge. Drake has written for a lot of your favorite rappers, singers, songwriters. I don't know. Breaking news.
So, Baldy, I want to know why you think all these reference tracks coming out for Drake and not for everyone else. Because my thing is, well, go ahead, yeah, Baldy, what you think?
Everybody hates him because everybody hates him.
Yeah.
Clearly, all these people hate him. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know if he's walking into the studio and like kicking little kids out of wheelchairs and punching old women in the face. Like these people hate his guts. Clearly, so look, if you would openly admit that you and a bunch of other rappers are meeting up to talk about how y'all gonna bring this man down, then you are hated. Because normally people would be like, "Nah, man, I worked with Drake. He was a swell guy when I worked with him. He helped me make a bunch of money. Had a big hit. Thanks to Drake." Like everybody would be like, "Nah, I can't wait to shit on him." Like, what? Wasn't all y'all his buddies? Didn't all y'all
That's what I don't understand. That's why. That's what I'm saying.
People that work with him in the studio that's not as famous are leaking stuff that they did or that they worked on some part of the step of the way to make him look bad. I feel like that's the only way it could be happening.
Yeah.
I mean,
go ahead.
I was gonna say. I mean, that's the number one thing to me. Like, if a bunch of people gang up, we've never been cool with this happening. So I don't understand why everyone's so cool with it now. I guess because it is Drake. I can't get past that fact. I'm not changing the rule just because it's Drake. I'm not all of a sudden going to be like, oh yeah, like I think that's lame. There's plenty of big rappers that I don't like, but if a group of other rappers went at him, I would not be okay with that. That's weird to me. So that's the part I can't move past myself.
It's not okay, but at the same time, my assumption when I see that is that he did something to make them all hate him.
But my thing is, okay, so this is the part of the puzzle that I feel like is so annoying with this whole thing, this whole 2024, is that nothing is transparent, man. Nobody will come on an interview or say what they did. Metro Boomin even said on Twitter, like that Drake's lying about why I'm mad at him, but he can't say why I'm really mad at him because it'll make us both look bad. Like, what does that mean? Like, like they all have some kind of dark, I don't know what's happening, but no one can talk about it.
Yo, these rich people be on some whole other stuff, man. these weird dudes, they be on that Diddy stuff. They got, they got some all kinds of interesting things, man. Maybe they cross swords or something inappropriate, man. Who knows, man? They got all kinds of weird relationships, man.
But that's what I'm saying. They would say it if it was something that was like, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no reason for them all to be secretive.
What could it possibly be that you wouldn't say? Because if it was he stole from me, you would definitely say that. You would even say if he was that with one of your girls or something. Wouldn't you say that?
Well, that's what Drake said.
I don't know.
That's what Drake
said. He was my boy and he went out with my girl. Like, so I'm trying to think, what could it possibly be then? The only thing I can think of is some kind of, this sounds like some jilted lover type stuff, dog, to be honest with you. Or like I said, like what could it be, man? Like, what else could it be?
Dog, I told you the Kendrick stuff sounded like jilted lover stuff. He did a song with J. Cole that was supposed to be Kendrick's boyfriend. He didn't like that. I told you that. I listen. I don't know, man. It's weird. It's all weird to me. But I hate that. It's same with J. Cole, Kendrick. None of them will say what it really is. Metro won't say what it really is. Future hasn't said a word. He did 2 whole albums. This and the dude hasn't said a word.
I'm not saying Future ain't saying nothing since.
It's all odd.
Yeah, I mean,
And
Rick
this,
Ross said what his issues were at least.
yeah, what he say?
That was a bad reason. He said it's because he sent his homeboy a cease and desist to a song that Drake was on.
Yeah,
I don't believe
Look,
that.
that makes more sense.
And that's
That
a
makes more
terrible
sense
reason.
than nothing. That makes more sense than nothing.
Why wouldn't French be like? Why wouldn't French have the drama if that's
French
the
did the
case?
same thing. French did the same word. That's what I'm saying. It's so
French
odd,
is the
bro.
same-
It's odd. This
I'm about
battle
to
is
say,
still
French in one of them
ongoing.
relationships too with him.
Yo, this battle is still ongoing. All these leaks
No,
are from Kendrick's camp, man. I'm telling you, all these leaks are from Kendrick's camp. And then I think the Drake leak of the Wayne song, I think that was Drake's trying to cover up his showing, hey, I can write as well, and I think that's dirty. I think he did Wayne dirty. And then I think the Kendrick leaking the Baby Keem song is him also trying to show, hey, look, because Drake accused Kendrick saying Baby Keem wrote your stuff, but Kendrick's like, no, look, prove it. I wrote Baby Keem stuff. So all of this, I feel like is
we know Baby
purposeful.
Keem can't rap.
Say it again.
So we know Baby Keem can't rap. Is that a surprise to anybody?
No, not at all. But clearly, what I'm saying is that the things that they're saying to each other are getting to them, and then they released all this stuff secretively instead of coming out in the open and saying it. And I think that's weird. Like they won't come out in the open and say it; they'll just leak.
That's
stuff.
how they. Because that's how they always move. That's how. First of all, that's always how Drake moves. It's always innuendo and subs. And apparently that's how all these people move. I don't understand it either, man. We already talked about it so many times. I don't really get it. It seems easy to do, but it's supposed to be painful to everybody if they say what it really is. So, how could it? What could it possibly be with all them people involved?
I'm about to say it can't be painful to everybody. There's just no way. It's just no way.
There's a
Unless they were all in the exact same place at the exact same time, and it was one big thing that happened. Like, did this nigga kill somebody? Like, what is?
Maybe they kill somebody unintentionally at one of these freaky events.
It's like what you did last summer type plot.
And then people be doing
exactly.
the other theories is always that they involved in some kind of weird devil worship type stuff. That's the other thing that you see. Like, I'd be like, what else could it be?
And what, Drake worship the devil better than them, or what?
Maybe one of them broke away. Maybe they did something. Maybe they exposed one of their weird secrets or events. I don't know. I don't know what they be doing.
Look, we can speculate on this all day. My thing is that I feel like what I feel like is, to me, everyone is releasing Drake's things, but I'm interested in who else does this, right? Because Drake said this before in an interview. He's getting shamed for something that other people do. I'm interested in who else does it. I hope that everyone gets exposed, right? Because we know there are other ghostwriters, right? We know this.
Yep.
But it's only Drake of all time. Only Drake's references getting leaked. I haven't never heard anybody else prominent records get leaked. Right? This is only Drake. So we know people write for Kanye, right? But have you ever heard a Kanye reference track? Right? Like I don't. And he openly admits that people write for him, right? It's not like a secret, but you'll never hear a reference track leaked for him. This, I don't know if...
The only person I heard is Dr. Dre.
Right.
Who somebody we know writes, but never wrote. So then it would be clear for so many other people. We know a lot of people out here, first of all, they're not writing. So where is it at? With the reference track, they're leaking these because it's only a Drake thing. That's what I'm saying. It's only a Drake issue.
It's interesting.
And that's how you know it's some kind of beef situation. So, yeah, man. The dude. Ugh.
So that leads us back to this Wangwan Delilah, man. What y'all think of this song? Do you feel like this hurts Drake?
Delilah.
Or what?
I don't know. It's not his song, right? It's who else is on the song? He's not the only person on this song.
That's how
I know. I'm just trying to say, like, I don't think he released it. I thought that the other person just put it out. Yeah, it's not under his
Can't tell if it's
page.
a parody or if it's really just like a cover type thing.
It's clearly a
I
But
parody.
thought it
it's
was a
terrible.
parody.
It's clearly a
That's what I
parody.
thought.
That's why I don't really get why
Okay.
like there's a whole internet thing where like everyone's laughing at Drake with the BBL thing and with this. But to me, both of these are like, here's some jokes. Kendrick said the Toronto slang sucks. Here I'm gonna make a song full of Toronto slang. Like, is it still just like jokes? Yeah, I mean, I don't really get it. Like, I just feel like I think it's funny that he's poking fun of it. Like, I think to me it's the type of thing I would do. I think it's funny. I think it's interesting.
I think it's funny too, but I'm not listening to that shit.
Of course
I
not.
listened to the song and I ain't hear anything funny.
It's funny that he made it. It's a bad song. Like, I'm not saying I'm listening to it in my car,
Okay.
but it's funny.
I would have
that
liked
he
to
made
get
a
a point
song.
maybe made more of a wink or nod at me, but maybe I just didn't get them. Maybe I missed the wink nods to let me know that this is some clown shit. Because I'm cool with we can laugh. I would like to be in on the joke. Otherwise, I just heard a terrible cover of a song that I heard in stores when I'm shopping. I don't really know the song, but I hear it in Publix, and I was like, "This song is terrible. I never want to hear this again."
Well, I mean, I feel like it's a pretty. I mean, you would say it's a pretty white song, and then you would say, and he's using all his Toronto slang. Kendrick accused him of being white and saying he hates the Toronto slang. Like, I mean, I just feel like it's
Yeah,
the
but let's be
jokes right
so.
there.
Like I said, that's not the that's you got to give me a couple punchlines. Then it also, maybe I don't get the Toronto slang. Maybe there's jokes all
I'm
through
gonna
the
say
song.
his verse is funny in and of itself.
Yeah,
Just reading
Toronto
it.
slang is whack. I'm not gonna lie after hearing this. So yeah, Toronto, another trash city. You're not the only one. Your best rapper need ghostwriters, and it's corny, and your whole country is whack. Sucks.
all right. Well,
Wow.
that's some strong hate
Damn.
that you got off on Toronto. Then let's move on. Let's move a little further south.
About to say, I heard Toronto was
From
a great city.
Canada to Detroit. Then Matt's favorite rapper. Matt loved Wagwan Delilah, so I
Wait.
wonder.
Wait.
Go ahead.
Before, now that this has all died down, J. Cole, you okay? Feel better? Worse?
Well, we're gonna get to Cole next because we're gonna talk about his.
Oh,
last
okay.
songs. But
Okay. Detroit. We back in Detroit. Let's go.
let's go to Eminem. And Matt's been waiting for our review of Houdini. Y'all watched the video. Y'all heard the song. Let's start with the Baldy. What you thought?
Trash.
Dang, bruh. B-Dog?
Yeah, that was terrible.
All right. Dang, bruh. Come on. Nobody enjoyed it? He was rapping on
I
there.
thought it was so. Yeah. I never liked this Eminem anyway. So when you get into the the classics of this, the Guess Who's Back, Shane's Back, and all that type of crap, I don't want to hear that shit. That shit is terrible to me. So when you get to the song now, I did think it was cool the way he had the video where it was like he was old or whatever, and then he was going to see his old self or whatever, or the Slim Shady to stop him or whatever, and they combined by mistake or something like that. Like I thought that was all kind of funny, but I just thought all the corny, the lines about the different people that's famous and the butt and fart jokes and silly shit. Like I just can't do too much of that. It's not that funny.
That's
I thought
classic
the stuff
Slim.
that
That's
people was
classic
mad
Slim
about
Shady.
though.
That's. I feel like that without that, the song wouldn't make sense. Like it's that's.
No,
I feel
you
like
good.
that's
You
necessary.
right for that. Here's my thing with this though, man. I thought that was funny when I was 14.
Right.
I
Yeah.
haven't thought that was funny in 30 years, in
Right.
20 years. So, like that's the thing. I get it because I don't think he thinks it's as funny as he did when he was younger, right? So I think he's trying to show that, in the stuff. So that doesn't mean I don't hear the song. I did think it was cool with the video. I'm interested to hear what he got coming from his next album. But I don't think this song is good at all. I will not be trying to ever hear this again.
Well, I think his album, he said, is the death of Slim Shady or something like that, right? So I feel like he's gotta do some of the retro Slim Shady stuff. And I thought this video was cool that he brought up. To me, I felt like, same like I was just saying about Drake. He's kind of poking fun at himself in a lot of ways, by doing some of these old things, and he's kind of bringing it all back up and bringing it together. And so I feel like through the album he'll work through it. He had so many different things. Even like when Dr. Dre was beating him up, they made the sound from from what's that song called?
Go Crazy or
I don't know,
just something like that.
Yeah. So I feel like all of that was like, just
I agree with what you're saying completely. It doesn't mean that I necessarily want to hear this particular song,
right?
But I did see the controversy about the Meg lines. I thought those was good lines. Am I tripping with that? He was like, he said something about a beat, and I was like,
if I got on the track, do I have a shot at her feet? Like I thought that was a good flip. Like a shot at her feet. Like that's a good bar. That's clever.
It was super light. Yeah, I liked it. There was no reason to be mad at that to me.
I don't really get why that's so bad. I don't get why that was so offensive. And
it's too soon, old Baldy. It just happened too soon.
Didn't she get shot last summer? It's a year ago. Is that bad?
But the trial just ended. Come on, man.
She got shot in like 2020. She got shot like 5 years ago.
Come on, man. That's too soon, man. It's sensitive.
It's also misogynistic, okay?
Protect black women.
Sexualizing her feet that's not okay. All right.
He was trying to beat. He said, if I get with her, and in the video he's acting like he's humping. Like
that's misogynistic. How can you do that?
How is that?
Wow.
You just want to sexualize our women, man.
Wow.
Maybe that's true. I mean, that's fair. I'll take that.
You hate black women. You hate black women, man. Come on, man.
Cancel Baldy, dog.
Hey,
bruh.
Got me. I think he made a joke about beating. Okay. All right. You're right. That's
not in 2024, dog. It's something to evolve. It's something to evolve.
It was a compliment. I thought it was a good shot from him. Like,
you talk about how great you are at sex, and then someone says, maybe I want to get with her for sex. You're bad.
She can talk about her sexuality. That doesn't mean he can. That's not you. You're what kind of? That's crazy, dog.
Yeah.
You can't do that. You're trying to stop her from talking about her sexuality. That's not fair. Okay. That's not fair.
He's old enough to be her dad, dude. Come on, man. Also, on another misogynistic note, Eminem's daughter just got married recently, and she is grade A.
Whoa, that's some good white milk. He about to come at you for that, dog. You cannot mention his daughter without getting a kill shot.
That's some good white milk right there.
Now you talk about his daughter.
Just saying.
I'm talking about Meg Thee Stallion, who got to be at least 5 years older than his daughter or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Or they like the same age.
Probably the same age.
Anyways, I'm definitely not old enough to be her father either. I don't know what you're talking about.
He said,
"No,
Eminem,
not you.
Eminem
is."
Oh, Eminem. He is like 50 years old. So what? Leonardo DiCaprio get with 18-year-old girls all the time. Everybody says that's great.
That's true.
I don't think everyone says that's great. I don't know if everyone says it's great, but regardless,
they don't
both
say
of y'all gonna be canceled after this video. So yeah, but it's all good. I think the song is okay.
We gonna check the album. We gonna see the album. I mean, hopefully it's not trash, man. But this song, never playing it again. If you put this on in your car, you're a sicko.
Yeah.
Unless you're 12. If you're like 15 years old, maybe 20 years old, that's okay. But like, once you pass 25 and you playing like the Slim Shady Eminem songs, you know what? I'm not even gonna lie. Because the other day I was driving with my kids, and what you call them came on, and I got hyped. What's my favorite one on the first album?
I just don't give a.
No. I like that one, but
Brain
role model.
damage.
Role model came up.
Oh, role models. Yeah, role models is great. Yeah, role models. Yeah.
And I was laughing. All right. All the stuff he said, all the stupid Slim Shady stuff he said. I got genital warts and it burns when I pee. I was like, that's funny. And my kids were like, that doesn't sound good to have.
Yeah.
But
yeah. So that's great. That's yeah. So all right, let's move on, man. Let's move on to Cole. All right, Cole. We know he apologized to Kendrick. It was big. You know, he had a lot of hate coming out, and then he drops Grippy as his first. Feature out first. Grippy. Right. What y'all thought of his? And he dropped another feature with Tim's as well. But what y'all think of his features?
That Grippy that's different. It's a fun song to laugh at, but that's crazy.
Trash. Come on, man.
Yeah.
What are you talking about the dude? He a bum.
Okay.
I'm consistent, man, with all of these features we talked about. I feel like the Drake, the Eminem, the Cole, I feel like it's all the same. They all using humor. I just feel like I don't know why we take something that's supposed to be humorous and talk about like it's has to be serious all the time. Like every song has to be great or something like that. That's all. I just think it's a bad verse on a stupid song. It's not his song. It's not on his album.
Is that Cash Go, man? Like,
man, apologize to me for wasting my time with this bullshit, man. Come on, man. This dude sucks. I'm not doing J. Cole. He's going to do a lot to come back. I'm not trying to talk to him. All right.
For me,
he's in the ball doghouse.
For me, I have reinstated myself into liking J. Cole slowly. He can never, ever, ever be talked about as my favorite again. There's certain things I don't want to hear from him ever again. I like his last album. Might delete later. I'll listen to it again this week. Good album.
You forgive so fast. You're such a forgiving guy.
No, I don't forgive him. I still think what he did was hell shit. I'm upset about it. That's why I'm upset.
2 months, my dude. You already back.
No, I'm not back. No, I'm not back. I don't know if I'll ever be back the way I was. He was in my top 2 at one point, but that's over with. But I mean, I'm not as mad as I was where I really just hated that nigga. So that's where I'm at.
I'll say I'm back. I never had him in my top 2, so he was never that high for me. I think when we were arguing about whether he was like top 50 or something like that, I said this before. He needed to show up in this beef to break into the top 25 range. He did it, and so I don't think he will break into that range. But to me, he'll still stay in the bottom half of top 50 to me. So I've forgiven this. I listened to Mike Delete later, and I enjoyed it. That album's good, and I feel like it's sad that album didn't get any burn, any run before he stepped on it himself by doing this apology. But it's hard to listen to in the fact that throughout the album and throughout a lot of his recent verses, he's constantly saying he's the best. People don't want to smoke with me. I'm one of them ones. And then,
but that's where I give him
one of them ones.
That's where I give him the grace at, is because obviously all this dude ever wants to do is rap. He don't want to ever make it personal, which is lame, because I was ready to. If he was dissing, I probably would have never said he had any bad diss songs. I was ready to stand. So I don't know, man. I give him grace because, of course, like, that personal shit is too much, but I don't know. Like you put your foot in the water though. That's like you jumped in the pool, then you got out. Like,
So
not even got out. Like, it's so bad.
this is
I don't
another
even want to talk
interesting
about it
part
no
of the
more.
beef that we didn't get to talk about because both Drake and Kendrick said the other one did Cole dirty, right? Kendrick said it on Not Like Us, did Cole dirty. Why you still pretending or whatever? And then Drake on Family Matters said, he didn't want Jermaine to be in the light or whatever. He made that Michael Jackson Jermaine double entendre, which is a dope line. People don't talk about the dope Drake lines because I don't know. We only talk about.
That's my most played song this year. Family Matters. Right here.
And so
you're right on that's why.
Who do y'all think? Because I feel like this is the part that's interested in me. This is why I want to interview. I wish J. Cole would do an interview. They both saying that the other one did him dirty. But, like, I just feel like there's so much more to the story that I wish I know. Like, was it Kendrick who screwed J. Cole over somehow? Was Drake, like, manipulating J. Cole somehow? Like, what? Because it's just so, like, how did it happen?
I'm about to say, we need the hip-hop detectives, dog. I want to know. The same way all of them internet people be figuring out how this person read the red light and this person and figuring all of that shit out. The internet detectives. That's what I want to know, too. Like, I want to know, because obviously they both said that Kendrick was supposed to be on first-person shooter. We know that for a fact.
Mm-hmm.
Kendrick, I guess, pulled out of it. So, I don't know. Like, that's what I'm saying. Is first-person shooter really a diss? Like, were they really trying to go at Kendrick? That's why I didn't think it was that big of a deal in the time that we heard it. But Kendrick felt like it was a diss, obviously.
If you take that as a diss, if you take that J. Cole part of that as a diss, then you have to take everything J. Cole's been saying for the last 10 years as a diss. I mean, J. Cole has said that he's the best and mentioned Kendrick's name plenty of times. He says it on 2014 Forest Hills Drive. He says on the very first song, you might be Jizzy Drake or Kendrick Lamar, but check the birth date, you ain't the God, right? Like, Cole the God, right? Like, so he's been mentioning the big three and saying he's the best one of them for 10 years straight, and it wasn't seen as a diss until first-person shooter somehow. And it's only because Drake was on it. Like, so I feel like Kendrick is the one who did J. Cole dirty because he decided to make a beef out of this moment when J. Cole was on a high only because of jealousy. I feel like it's really purely jealousy. Like, that's it. I feel like it's purely, I don't like you next to that dude, so I'm gonna blow it up.
That's what it seems like. But
we'll find out at some point. There'll be a Lego documentary about it. A Lego, like the Pharrell movie coming out.
What y'all thinking of? What y'all thinking of? Are you interested in that? Is that interested in you or not?
Oh man, I can't wait to see Nori. I can't wait to see Nori do the Super Thug in Lego.
I like the little Lego movies, but
the channel. Come on, man.
But I don't know, man. That's weird. That's a weird biography to have in the Lego form.
And why is it just Pharrell? Why is it not Chad?
You know you hate Chad. He doing Chad dirty.
He really want all that stuff. They showed in the trailer Chad next to him like all the early time.
Yeah. Chad's there, just not saying anything. He doesn't say a word. He's just like standing there. Yeah.
Does he say it in real life? He really doesn't want to be in the limelight, I guess. Because if he wanted to, he would.
But he could have called.
But they have the Neptunes production, and he's in NERD. It's not like he's hiding, but he clearly doesn't. I mean, right? If he wanted to talk a lot, wouldn't he be all over the place?
It's just interesting because it's not portrayed as this is a story about the Neptunes. It's portrayed as this is a story about Pharrell.
Oh no, it's about Pharrell.
Yeah.
I'm about to say because didn't they do every single thing together up until like I don't know 2010 when Pharrell started having more solo stuff? Yeah. I thought before that everything they did was together.
That's my perception of it too. That was our perception too. So
I guess Pharrell about to let us know in Lego form that he was the one all the time telling Chad, yo, play this on the thing. I'm gonna make up all the rest of the stuff.
That's
I
funny.
don't know. I don't think you can't do your man dirty like that, right? Like you think that he really would come out, have a movie, and then be like downplay, his bestie. I thought they really was legit like tight. They didn't break up or nothing.
yeah, no, I know. I mean, I know they had that whatever legal thing that
They said that was not really like a thing though.
right, and they said it's not a thing. So I feel like my point is, it just seems like to me you could have easily just portrayed this as story of the Neptunes instead of story of Pharrell. Because you're right.
Well, it's just how he grew up and stuff.
My thing is, if you're not a fan of hip hop, you'll watch this movie and be like, "Who's that Asian dude standing next to him?" Like you'll watch the trailer and just be like, "Who is that guy?" Like what is that guy?
I don't think he's gonna do that, man. He's gonna say like, "This is my man Chad. Me and Chad did all these early beats. Chad was my guy the whole time. He's next to me. He doesn't want to be talking all the time. I'm sure he voices himself. I'm sure he's there on purpose. I'm sure it's not Pharrell and silent Asian sidekick the whole movie because that's gonna be insane.
That'd be hilarious.
That would be hilarious. So.
Like Jay and Silent Bob is like, yo, this is my hetero life mate. This silent Asian kid. We just hang out all the time. He doesn't talk. Like, nah, it's not gonna be like that. I don't think it's gonna be like that.
All right. Well, I hope it's not like that, but that's an interesting take that they went through. So I'm interested in seeing how that goes. But let's get to it, man. We want to talk about what's the best albums this year. We almost halfway through the year, 2024. It's been kind of a crazy year with this beef. I feel like that's been getting still what's been talked about the most in hip hop so far. But I've going back through the albums that came out this year. There are so many dope albums that I really, really liked, and I feel like they get like maybe a half a week of attention, and then they are just dropped from the discussion. And so I'm excited to talk about what our favorite albums are of this year. And let us know in the chat. Let us know in the comments. What do you think is album of the year right now? And so let's start off with B-Dog. What you got?
Yeah. I don't know, man. I feel like you said, none of these albums really, stuck to me like that. Excuse me. I'm looking back at them right now. That Mock Hami that came out a couple weeks ago is good. I'm gonna keep listening to that. Like I said, I've been listening to Might Delete Later. I think that's really good. And Rock Marciology. Yeah, we went over that. That was pretty good too. That's where I'm at with it right now.
All right, so you named what, 4? All right.
No, I think 3, but 4 would be Conway, Face Killer. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So Makami, you got Mike Delete Later, Conway, Rock Marciano.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. That's where I'm at with it right now.
What about you, Baldy? What you got? What are the standouts?
I got like 6 that I really kind of listened to this year that I thought was nice. The Master East and Marco Polo, the Yay. I like the Yay. I know y'all don't like the Yay. And Ty Dolla $ign Marciology, still my album of the year so far. Conway the Machine, Mock Hami, and there's been Staples. I think is right up there, man.
Yeah.
So I think for album of the year so far, I got that Marciology and the Mock Hami like battling it out. I keep playing them nonstop, basically for me. That's all I got. I got them on rotation still, and I put this Vince Staples on. I play a few songs on there. I keep those on. So there's a lot of the Lucy's that came out that's good, and other albums that had a song or two that just didn't stick around like that.
Yeah, I mean, but that's my thing. I feel like that's what's sad about just music right now. It's like it doesn't, like, we don't like, it doesn't stick. We don't talk about, we don't keep it going. We don't talk about. That's why I was just excited to do this today, because I feel like a lot of these albums should be celebrated. That you mentioned that Master Ace, that's still a great album. Never got enough shine. I feel like so far this year. But what up to Super Duper in the chat,
I mean, it's
man?
not the Ace. It wasn't going to be tons of shine.
Yeah, no, of course. But I mean, that's always my favorite albums are always from the lesser known dudes. But let me tell you, the number one album 2 years in a row. How could an album be the number one 2 years in a row? I'll tell you, because he dropped a deluxe, Sky Zoo, Mind of a Saint. That's still the album of the year to me. I love that deluxe.
I don't even count that as the album this year.
I know we don't. I'm cheating. But
Do you think you had the deluxe songs on there better than the songs on the original?
I mean, no, not better, but just the whole album sounds better with it all together.
Yeah, but how many of them are better than the original?
I love Freedom Dance. I love Give You Anything.
I love those two. So
my crescendo.
I still when I play that, I still listen to Straight Drop. I still listen to like other songs on there.
Mm-hmm.
So I just find it hard to put that in my top. But hey, look, I'm not mad at you because it was what 8, 9 new songs, something like that.
Yeah, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 new songs.
Okay. Yeah.
So, yeah, I wasn't thinking of it like comparing. Wait, did I Am God have a record drop? I played his verse on that Traxxer album last year, but I didn't know that he had a album drop this year. I'm gonna check it out, Super Duper. Thanks for putting this on. But I wasn't thinking of it like these songs verse those songs. I was just thinking of it these songs verse the other albums from this year. I think like I said,
yeah,
like, these songs
I
are still the best.
When I think of that album, I think of that album as one, and that means I don't know how to put it over some of these other albums. That's all. At this time for this year, because I think so many of the songs came out last year. That's all.
No, you're right. But to me, they haven't. So when I played it this week, like I was like, this still it doesn't sound. I'm not tired of it yet. Like I'm not sick of these songs, and
I agree.
The story, when you listen to the album as a whole, it's still so great, and it sounds better. It's better with the ending that it has now, as opposed to ending with purity like it did before. So, I agree. So
I agree.
That's all. I just really want to shout out. I think Sky Zoo made one of the best projects. Whether you counted it as last year, it was one of my albums of the year last year. It won't. It is cheating to have it twice, but I still just want it to be known that that's a dope album. If people haven't heard it yet,
that was enough loving and stuff, man. What we hating on, man?
No, we're not done. We're not done with the love. We're gonna hate afterwards, man. We're gonna hate afterwards.
Okay, all right.
I also want to shout out the Shay Noir EP. That
that was a good EP.
Every song from that is one that's still in my playlist. When I listen to it again, those 4 songs are all dope. That Euro Droog Evidence song is cold. Of course the Shay and Ransom song is cold. And I'm ready for
the Ransom.
Go ahead.
The Ransom album with Fraud had about 3 or 4 really good songs on it that I stayed in my rotation. I just didn't think the album as a whole was strong enough to be my tops. So that's what I'm saying. I think there was a lot of good stuff that was released, just not as many top albums.
Agreed. Well, I do think these are good albums. I think there was enough good albums.
That's good album. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so I think these are all quality albums. I just don't think, like, I thought the Ransom would be in my top. It might be in my top, 5. But I think my favorites are gonna be for sure the Makami. If I don't count the Sky Zoo, it's gonna be Makami, the J. Cole, this Vince Staples, and I don't know where I go after that. I mean, yeah, I mean that might be the top three right there. Those are the obvious three that come up top of my head. So yeah. Oh, and then the Master Ace, of course. I would say Master Ace would be, yeah. So, what up, Leroy Green? He's in the chat. He agrees with that Sky Zoo, man. It's just too dope. So, all right. I know Baldy, for 3 weeks, he's been holding in hate. All right? B-Dog, for 3 weeks, been holding in hate. What are your most disappointing albums this year? What's the trash that people could have held on to?
Go ahead, Baldy. You got a lot of hate, I could tell.
I got to talk about my man's one of my biggest, the biggest. I don't know if it's the biggest letdown of the year for me was Benny the Butcher, man. Benny the Butcher, man.
Exactly.
What happened with Benny the Butcher, man? Benny the Butcher album is getting 0 spins in my car right now. What that came out in January. I was hyped, but I was worried. I saw the signs coming. We did see this one coming. We called it. It came out. We was exactly right, and it was unfortunate. So that was probably my biggest letdown. I'll let y'all talk some more before I talk about the rest of the people I got hate for.
Well, I mean, I think that's a great call out. That won't be on anybody. I don't think that's going to be on anybody's end of the year list. And he was coming out talking about how it was going to be the biggest thing since It's Dark and Hell is Hot. He was saying this is going to be the rebuild of Def Jam. I mean, that's a huge disappointment. I don't think anyone's going to remember that album, or only remember it for negatives if they remember it.
Yeah. It's not quite Immobilarity, but it's a big time flop.
Yeah, so
that's funny. I'm gonna go with our boy Schoolboy Q, Blue Lips.
Big time.
That was a letdown after so many years without music from him to come back and drop that. That's not what we wanted to hear. That could have been like a little EP he just dropped on the side. His fans needed music, but for your album after 5 years, maybe longer, yeah, that wasn't it.
Yeah,
Completely.
I agree. We talked about all the issues with Blue Lips, but I feel like this is going to be the opposite. That's going to be on everybody's end of the year list. People were hyping that up big time. Still hyping it, or I feel like people still, people hyped it up for a long time, and so I think that's going to be one that, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that'll age, I guess.
The biggest letdown of the year is your boy J. Cole apologizing and stepping on his whole album and all the hype for this beef.
No, that is the biggest letdown of the year. That might be the biggest letdown of the last 10 years.
Yes.
Ever, maybe. Yeah, Ali.
Yes.
Oh, man. That was so bad.
People in the chat saying Leroy been hating on Tupac. What's Leroy hate on Tupac? Where'd that come from?
Oh yeah, I saw Leroy on According to Hip Hop, man. He wasn't hating on Tupac like that, but he was letting out some of his thoughts.
well, okay, all right. Listen, I'm interested. I gotta have to go check it out, but I don't like Tupac hate. Man.
No, that's good hate, Leroy. I like that.
He was hating on Tupac. He was hating on Tupac.
What he
had a Tupac hated episode. That's
it wasn't
funny.
really that crazy. Yeah, I didn't think it was like some kind of outlandish stuff he was saying though, because it made sense. I don't agree, but it was fine. I saw people was super mad though. People was big mad. You know what I mean? Like when we said Eminem need to battle Benzino, and they got super mad at us in the comments and stuff. That's how they was acting about what he said about Tupac.
Yeah.
Well,
that's good hate, Leroy. I appreciate that.
And then I had some hate for somebody that I don't really want to hate on, man. But Ghostface album let me down, man. Ghostface album let me down.
Oh, that's a huge. That's the biggest letdown. But... Hold on, that's the biggest letdown. That album is worse than That
it's
album
not. It's not
is
the biggest
worse
letdown.
than
Don't do my man Ghost like
the
that.
Schoolboy album. It's worse than the
No, it's
Schoolboy
not.
album.
No, it's not. No,
Yes,
it's not.
it is.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not worse than the Schoolboy album, and he did not apologize in front of his fans. But so it's definitely not the worst letdown this year. But you give me a song with him and Nas, and it's that, and it's not it. I'm not hyped. I should be jumping out the window. I should be screaming from the rooftops and running around the block when I hear the song for the first time. If it's Ghostface and Nas, and that song ain't it, man. So it came on today on my like randomly, on my phone or whatever, and I was just like,
skip? No, it's
yeah.
all skips.
I was like, oh, it hurt me to do it. I had to skip that shit. I had to move on to something else.
To me,
what I mean?
after,
Like, that was-
after a week, that none of those albums I want stay. I mean, none of those songs I want to stay in my playlist. Like even the Plan B thing was funny, and then like it's not a song I want to keep hearing.
Oh, that
Like,
Plan B. No, that Plan B is all time great, but I'm not trying to listen to that song though. Picture riding down the street bumping that, man. You gotta take a Plan B. No, that shit is funny. That'll never stop being funny, man.
yeah, I think that's the most disappointing album. I think also what's another one that I was just really disappointed in so far this year. Man, I was just thinking about that Ghostface is really bad, man. That Ghostface is super bad.
A certain lady dropped a very whack album, but I hate on
Rhapsody's album was disappointing.
I was gonna say that, but you were very disappointed. Oh, okay.
Because I expected.
Yeah, that album's great.
I think the album's mid. I didn't say trash, but I expected it to be great. I expected it to be same level as Lolly's Wisdom and Eve, and it wasn't even half of that. So I was very disappointed in that album. I was also disappointed in the Conway album. I thought that album was mid. So
I like that album. I'm kind of disappointed that Big Hit keeps making albums. Alchemist, can we make an album with Evidence or somebody else? I know you make a lot of music. I know you got a bunch in the tuck. It's coming soon. But Big Hit can't rap. Much respect to Big Hit, but he can't rap. And I'm good on, he could get on some whacker production, please, so he can stop taking up these fire beats. Thank you very much.
Yeah. I mean, I don't. To me, this. I appreciate what Hit Boy and his dad, doing that with his dad. But like, yeah, we'll.
Oh, that's great. All time black greatness right there. That's black excellence. You made an album with your father, then you made another album with your father with Alchemist. Like, dog, that's a great accomplishment. Your dad, he's winning, but I don't want to hear that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. So that's the big disappointments. What do we got? What are we looking forward to the most this year? Because we got a lot of legends saying they're gonna drop, right? Yeah. CLF said in the chat, man. Big Hit is terrible. He's a pretty bad rapper. Yeah. But I think we got a lot of legends that are dropping. Common and Pete Rock. Lupe is gonna drop his album next month. We got a Blue and Evidence album that's gonna come out. We got who else? Rakim said he's gonna drop.
Single is sleepy though. That single's sleepy though, man. That Blue and Evidence single?
That's not a single. The Blue and Evidence?
Oh, okay.
That's not a single. That's not gonna be on the album.
Okay. Oh, great. That's just what I want to hear, man. Not gonna be on. All right. That's good selling point. Like this is our throwaways. So like, all right, now let's see your album. Good.
Yeah,
cool.
I thought it was.
Oh yeah, I was about to say that. Somebody mentioned that in the chat. That Dog Pound album. They had that fire song with Premier.
Mm-hmm.
Who the Hardest?
Yeah.
DPGC is a lot of whack songs to me. I'm not really trying to hear that. It was just kind of, it's like old copies of what was great in the past without the inspiration and the. Nah, you was loving that? I did not like that, man. I don't CLF. I didn't like that Dog Pound album, man. It sounds very much like a Like some knockoff, like Great Value dog pound.
Jeez.
Great value. All right. CLF said that, hey, so he very, very much disagrees with you. I didn't get a chance to check it out yet, so I'm gonna have to listen to it and tell you what I think next week if who's right. But yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. I do have J. Cole as biggest disappointment in a year, though. I don't think anybody else is gonna be able to take that award from him.
I mean, I don't know. We got a lot of stuff still dropping. A lot of highly anticipated stuff still dropping. So, who y'all most excited for? What y'all anticipating the most? Who you think?
I got a tie, man. I want to hear these old dudes. I want to see if they really got something. All these old dudes dropping, man. LL supposed to have an album with Q-Tip,
Mm-hmm.
Common and Pete Rock. Who else? There's some other old dudes too. Rakim supposed to drop. Who else? They got some more old dudes.
I just named a bunch of them, dog. We already did this. Who you
I just
most
feel like-
excited
so-
for?
so-
If you had to guess right now, you
I
had
don't
to
have.
put a bet.
I'm tied for all of them.
Now, if you had to put a bet down right now, B-Dog loves betting. All right, so B-Dog, if you
I
had to
do love
bet right
betting.
now who's gonna be album of the year, if you just projected, you guess it based off the names that we heard. Who you saying is gonna have the best
Lupe.
album?
None of them
Lupe.
niggas. I think we already had the best album. I think we already had album of the year. I don't think I'm not excited for nobody else, especially Lupe dropping. What was it? Amy Winehouse if she was a kung fu fighter. I'm good on that, dog. I don't want to hear that shit. Super good on that.
Did you hear Cake? You hear Cake?
No, I didn't hear Cake. He
Yo.
dropped a new single.
Yeah, he dropped another single,
Yeah.
man.
What is this one about?
Cake.
If Tupac was eating cake?
It's about cake, dog.
Yeah.
Amy Winehouse eating cake, man.
All right, man. I have to listen to it.
Yo, he murders that song. Murders that song. What's CLF said
like
is
that
what?
Lupe song.
Yo, he killed that
I'm
song.
excited about the Lupe album, man. I'm excited about the Lupe album, man. That AI he
It
working
was
with,
live,
he did a
see?
good job writing his lyrics, man. I can't wait to hear the Lupe reference track with the AI. The AI is gonna give Lupe the reference.
Dog,
you know what I'm
he
saying?
even says
He
at
ain't
the
write that,
end.
man.
He even says at the end that even the AI is astounded by what he writes. So the AI can't write what he writes.
Yeah, I would like to hear what
No.
Kendrick got coming out, man. I want to hear what Kendrick got coming out too.
Fuck
I'm not a
no.
big Kendrick fan, so I'm worried about if it's gonna be emotional. But I think he's probably gonna be past that emotional wave, so maybe we'll get some good stuff, man. He got
This nigga ain't make
inspired
an
by rapping on "Don't Write Drizzy."
He ain't right. I mean, he have a good album in about 20 years now. I'm good, brother.
Baldy, you didn't answer the question. What you got is the most anticipated? Which one are you looking for?
Out of those old, I said Lupe.
Lupe?
I'm also very. I think Lupe gonna have the best album.
I'm
Nah, he
rolling
not.
with the Common Pete Rock, man. That second single, the Dreamin', that beat, super dope. And I'm really excited for that album the most. I feel like the Lupe album, I'm cautiously, optimistic, but the Common Pete Rock, I think is gonna be the one.
I think it's gonna be good too, man. I think it's gonna be good. I mean, Common is the best rapper of those older rappers. I mean, I think LL Q-Tip could be great. I can't wait to hear that. I really want to know what that's like. If LL still got it, I'm gonna be very impressed. So I think if
It's
LL
about to be some old nigga shit.
I'm gonna be excited.
Duh.
Hey.
Nah, you don't have to listen to it. Go listen to Four Bats. You know what I mean? Go listen to one of the.
No, I'm not listening to that. I need to go listen to this Tim's album. I assume it's gonna be fire. I guess I'm going on R&B for the rest of the year.
I'm about to go to
ASAP
R&B.
dropping this shit.
The best album of the year was the R&B wave.
No worries. Come out tonight.
No
Who's
worries, man. Come out tomorrow, bruh. I can't wait for
Who's
that. I love their first album, man. Especially one of my
Never heard
favorite
of
songs I like to sing when I'm walking down the street pointing at people. Ho ass niggas. Ho ass niggas.
I never heard no words before. Who is this?
That's Anderson
Oh, it's
Paak.
Pac.
Yeah.
Who else?
Around me. So that's the greatest, man. What? You don't know about that? You don't know about that? No
No,
worries. What? Oh
I
man,
never
go get
listened
on
to
that.
them.
Bro. Go get on that R&B lover. They got their second one come out tomorrow. I'm anticipating that one. But we keep it in hip hop. These old dudes coming out, man. I think they're gonna be some good ones, man. I think there's gonna be some good stuff here. A lot of rap veterans for myself. I don't care about what these young dudes is putting out, man.
All right. All right. I'm excited, man. Listen, everybody. I think that Nas really set the trend here with everybody just teaming up with the producer like this. All these old rappers teaming up with the
The Nas
producer.
Key Rock about to come out.
Say
I
what?
mean, the Nas and Premiere coming out.
Yeah,
When
they
that's
said they
coming
were
out, the
gonna do
Nas
it.
and Premiere.
They said they're gonna do it, so I'm excited for that. But I feel like all these old rappers are just teaming up with the producer, locking in, and trying to put out their best stuff now. I feel like Nas really must have inspired all these dudes. For real. Let's see. Let's pull in if anybody y'all wanna anything else we want to talk about before we get out of here, or y'all want to see if anybody wants to jump in on the show?
You get Lupe's
Call
song. Lupe not gonna drop. No, we know. I gotta ride it. I gotta drive tomorrow, man. I gotta drive tomorrow. We can't be on here more than 10, 15 more minutes.
in. Okay.
No, we can end it right
No, but I appreciate all of y'all
now.
in the chat, man. I appreciate all of y'all in the chat.
Yeah,
I hope
definitely.
y'all all make sure you like and
We got
subscribe.
some new faces in
I
here
Love
too.
You,
I
I'm
ain't
Not
even seen.
Sorry by Let the Dirt Say Amen is album of the year. Let the Dirt Say Amen. All right, I'm gonna check that out. I got a long drive tomorrow, so I'm gonna be looking for some stuff. I don't know what that is. BB LaMonica. I hope it's not some like death metal throat stuff. Be like, the people must die. The people. Because I only listen to that on the evening times when my children are sleeping.
Now
And ASAP
Dude,
dropping
I
this shit.
hate.
Rihanna, he gets a lot of respect from me.
all right.
So,
ASAP coming out for real. After Drake bodied him.
ASAP, do the math. Who I was, you know what I'm saying? Who I was doing it. You feel
stop
me?
quoting Drake, bro. He ain't like that, though. Stop. Drake didn't really, stop. Talking about Drake.
Which one of my so-called niggas? Hey, Family Matters is
You
my
know
most played song of the year.
every word of that song, huh?
I listen to that shit almost daily, dog. I got
That's the only
four
way
of
you
the
making it to
songs
it.
out.
All
Like
your favorite
four of my
rappers got
top five
destroyed this
songs.
year. This
Four
the
out
only
of
way
five
you
of
making
those
it to
diss
you, bro.
tracks are
Hold
my
it on
top
tight.
5 songs.
All right.
That's ridiculous, man. You the only one. You and the, is this a normal phenomenon with other Drake stands? That's like just clinging extra tight because he lost.
Family Matters is a great song. I don't know what you're saying, but
I don't think it's a great song. I do think there's some great parts and elements and great disses in there.
it's a
It's a
great
great
overall
diss
song.
track. It's a great diss track. But yeah, it's that.
You're not playing not like that. Not like that's on repeat though.
Not,
What,
not like
not like
us
us?
gets
Yeah.
played, man. Not like us is the
My
song of the
family
year.
is actually I have Family Matters, and then it's what's the first one that came out with the beat with Future.
Oh,
If you like that,
not like
is like number
Oh
3
yeah.
for me. Then Not Like Us is number 4, like right under there.
No
So
way.
yeah,
You
I do
tripping?
think Kendrick is the MC of the year so far, though. I mean,
No
because he
way.
won this big battle, so he's the MC of the year. Oh yeah, yeah.
Wait, hold
that's
on.
wild.
He don't have no.
He has to be. Has to
How?
be. Has to be. Has to be.
He doesn't have a single verse that is
Doesn't
number
matter.
one. Method
Doesn't
Man
matter.
got a bunch of features that are better than any of his verses. Lupe has already got
Doesn't matter.
verses better than his verses. Ransom got verses
Doesn't
better.
matter.
There's so many better rappers. What are you talking about?
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Oof.
He went outside and chopped down the gigantic tree, and it fell, and he yelled timber, and that makes him the
What
winner.
got gigantic tree?
He's the-
What was the gigantic tree? Drake. I don't
Drake.
understand.
Mhm.
Number one, it's the
You
beats
don't
that
understand how
won
he
this battle. Okay, Not Like
dismantled
Us is the
how
best song because of the
beat
beats.
Drake in the most public battle in 10 years, at least the
But
20 years.
because of the
What?
beats.
But-
Because Not
Okay,
Like
well-
Us is about the beat. It is not about
Bro,
his bars.
I'm just saying the fact. Okay, I'm not listening to Not Like Us at all. I
It's
don't like
disgusting.
it. I've said this many times, and guess what?
It's disgusting.
He's still the MVP of the year so far. I mean, what do you want me to do?
You moving sides. I see it. You excited for the Kendrick album? Now you go MVP. Hey, I see it, dog. Hey,
I don't
you want to
understand
jump
how
on the bandwagon? It's fine, dog. I see it.
you say
It's
so. He's
disgusting, though.
MVP based off of what he's got. He's got the song of the year, and then he got some other mid diss tracks, and just those 4 songs make him MVP over other people who have whole
Y'all in
albums.
denial. Y'all in denial. Yeah, y'all in denial. You in denial, man.
At least put an album out that make you MVP, but you can't be MVP off a song.
When his album come out, that's gonna get him all the Grammys and shit that Drake said.
If it's good,
he might get a Grammy. It don't have to be good. We saw that last year, or 2 years ago, whatever year that was. But come on, man, y'all got to come on, you can't be denying this. Like, the sky is blue, and Kendrick is the MVP of the year so far.
You can't be MVP off of singles. That's my thing. Like, that's never happened before.
Look, first of all, he can be.
You can't.
The big 3 is now a big 1, and it's only Kendrick because one dude lost and got male reference tracks out, and the other dude ran in his. That's called winning your generation. That's called getting the dub. Like, what do you want me to say, man? Like, I don't like it. I'm not happy.
Yeah, man. There's been a lot of rule changes for Kendrick over these last couple months. It's disgusting to watch. I hate it. I don't know why this shit started happening. But giving somebody rapper of the year based off of singles is disgusting.
Sore loser talk. This is sore loser talk, man. Just
it's
go
disgusting.
ahead, man. All that, bro.
If you put out a fire album, sure, give it to him. But you can't give somebody MVP off of singles.
Bruh, they got
that's like Dirk winning an MVP.
Dancing to his
that's like Dirk winning an MVP and then losing in the first round. We were like, ugh. That's disgusting. We didn't respect that shit at all. Ugh.
It's not like that. That's not
it's exactly like that. No. It's bad. We give it regular. Oh, man. Ugh.
Bro, you really gonna sit up here and deny that this dude is
I'm not giving anybody rap over the year over singles because we've never done it before.
I'm gonna deny it.
This has never happened before.
Like we just went through this whole episode talking about all the great music that's dropped this year. All the great music that's dropped this year. Let's be clear, okay? Let's be clear. This battle, Kendrick is doing all these numbers partially because of how popular Drake is. Okay, he's never done these type of numbers before. All right, and it's also partially because of all the help he got. All right, everyone, like we said, everyone was against.
What the fuck is this? A 20v1, nigga?
It's not. It's not just Kendrick. Kendrick didn't do this solo.
All day, nigga.
Kendrick didn't do this solo. He got some of the. He got a bunch of help. So my thing is, okay, I want to give MVP to the best music, best artist. Okay, not the one who's got the most popularity or the most media. Okay, so I would never
doesn't
say
matter, man.
Exactly. Last year when Cole was killing all those features, we came on a pod said, "Oh, Cole can't win the rapper of the year because he didn't put an album out."
Exactly. We gave it to
That's literally what we said. Exactly. That's literally what we said last year. But it's nasty.
Sorry, but it's not the same thing. You having
it is the same thing. It's
not the same thing as having a diss battle and you winning.
Okay. It is. It is.
No, it's not. You compare because you want to hold on. You don't want Kendrick to get more dubs because your man went outside.
He didn't win off of bars though. He won off of gossip.
I wouldn't want Kendrick.
You can't say you rap of the year if you didn't win off of bars.
He
didn't win off of bars.
Did.
What bars?
Yes, he did.
What are the bars from the diss records? What are the bars?
It's nasty to see, man.
Bars. When I can go down, I can walk outside right now, and if I say, it'd probably be an A minor. Everybody gonna be like A minor. Mad people know that. That shit is everywhere. Look, I'm sorry, bro.
I don't think people say that ever. I don't even think that's a thing.
No, I mean
You
that's
can
the
deny
thing.
it
That's
all
the
you
thing.
want,
But
man.
no, the A minor
You can
part is the
deny it all you
thing.
want,
Okay,
man.
hold on.
I don't think people say that. Do people sing that? Is that on TikTok? Is that the
Yes.
TikTok trick? People sing A minor? Oh, I haven't seen that one.
No, the A minor part is okay. The A minor part is the catchiest part, but we forgetting you talking all this stuff about Drake ghostwriting stuff. You forgetting that Kendrick got exposed for those bars being taken from the internet. The A minor part was taken from the internet. Remember his YMW Melly was taken from battle rappers. All his best bars were stolen.
That's nasty.
Buddy.
My own brother getting brainwashed by the
Guess what?
Kendrick media
Buddy.
is disgusting.
This is not brain. I'm telling you
You
what the
brainwashed.
facts
No.
are. This is like saying
No, this is
like
nasty.
saying that Boston is about to win the chip. I don't like Boston.
I hate Boston.
They about to win the chip. You sitting up here acting like they not about to win the chip tomorrow night. They about to sweep your boy tomorrow
You
night.
gonna win the chip
No,
off a
and so,
regular
like I
season.
said,
Drop an
he had
album,
it.
nigga.
He was doing well, and
No.
then he lost, and he
You gonna
lost.
win the chip
You
off
lost.
of regular season.
And
No,
you
no.
can win the chip off that,
No, you can't.
listen,
doesn't
I don't
happen
like
every
You
year.
can't.
bruh.
the
I don't
the
know
fact is,
how
hold
it
on,
matters.
wait.
Your generation.
No, listen. The fact is, yes, he wins Song of the Year. He wins Song of the Year. But he doesn't win
Yes.
MVP. You don't win MVP just because you're on the winning team. You have to be the best artist. You have to be the best
And he won
on
the
the court.
in-season tournament.
And he has not proven that he's the best rapper. He has not proven he's the best rapper this year.
No.
So I
Put
don't
out
know
an
how you
album,
see it.
nigga.
Is that what MVP is?
Yes.
Y'all saying
Yes,
who's the best
rapper of the year.
Oh, okay. I'm not saying
Rapper of the year?
MVP.
He's not
Rapper of
rapper of
the
the
year.
year.
MVP is rapper
Okay,
of the
he's
year.
rapper of the year though. It's still the same thing. He's rapper of the year. It's rapper of the year.
He won the in-season tournament, not the chip. No, I'm sorry. If he put out an album and it's fire, I'm willing to take my L and say, yes, this is rapper of the year. But that ain't happened yet. So as of now, he is not. We not changing rules. That's what I'm saying. Like, we just said that he
I'm
can't
not
win off
changing any
single.
rule. I'm just telling you. Look, go ask anybody out here. Then, okay, I'm not the only one that. I don't want this to be true. I don't know why y'all are acting like I'm making this be a thing. It's a thing.
No,
it's
you're making it a thing,
Like the sky is blue. Like the sky is blue.
You
Like
can't
I
win
don't
every
have a lot of hair. It is a fact of life. Okay.
with no album.
Would I
You
like
just
to have a
win
full
it.
head of hair again? Yes. But it's gone. It's over with. And now it's time to accept
I don't know.
that
This is hard.
Kung Fu
This is
Kid
crazy.
is at the top because
It's
he
people like
destroyed,
you. It's people like you that are allowing these goalposts to move. Y'all just letting
I'm
it
not
just
sure what
slide the
movement.
goalposts everywhere. Like I said, we just said last year, you told me Cole couldn't win rapper of the year because he didn't put out an album. That's what you said.
You did
And
say that
now
last
this
year.
guy-
You
Did
said
he win a
that last
battle?
year.
Did he win a battle though?
It
Did he
doesn't
win a battle?
matter. Did
He
Kendrick
beat
put out a
everybody
single?
on a track. He beat everybody he got on the track with.
That ain't a battle.
Let's be clear.
Oh,
Kendrick
how I
has
know?
not got on the
You know
track
how I
with
know?
anyone.
You know
Kendrick
how I know?
still,
You know how I know?
hold on. Kendrick still has not gone on the track with anybody. He refused to do that album with J. Cole. Let's be clear. Kendrick has been running from
He's not gonna do that.
competition
He's not gonna
and
do
came out and attacked Drake with a good strategy that he knew he would win because the media will back him over Drake. But it's not because he's the best rapper in the game. It's not. It's just
It's
not.
nasty.
He
It's nasty, man.
That's probably why he called J. Cole, said back out of this battle because I don't want to battle over bars. I want to battle over gossip. And I can win on gossip. He cannot win on bars. He is not a rapper. He's not a lyricist.
Thank you. Thank
It's just
you,
that.
man.
It's just
This is
that
nasty.
fact. He made the best
Oh,
song of
man.
the year, but it's not off of bars. It's not off of bars.
That's it. It doesn't
Hey,
have
it's
to
been
be.
a-
It doesn't have to be.
It's been.
It doesn't have to be, man. It doesn't have to be, man.
We
He
should have
won,
saw this
man.
coming.
I don't know why y'all are y'all taking.
We should have saw this coming a long time ago, man. You've been inching this way closer and closer ever since Meet the Grams came out. You've been slowly tipping your toes over to Kendrick's side. It's disgusting to watch. Every week you come in here and have a new Kendrick take, and I'm tired of it. I really am tired of it.
CLF
This
in
is
the
bad,
chat, he
man.
agreed with Baldy, man. He agreed with Baldy. He said, yeah. Kitty is king. He going big for Kendrick. I appreciate the
Oh,
Kendrick
man.
fans in the chat because I'm usually a big Kendrick hater over here. We know we got a lot of Kendrick hating on this channel. Matt crying. I appreciate you. I'm glad you got some entertainment, man. We gonna leave it at that. This is that was a good little clip.
We did 2 hours on that because that pissed me off. I hate that you brought this up at the end. You really upset me, dog. I wasn't trying to smoke till
Man, look,
Saturday, but
you don't want to accept that.
no,
your
you pissed
favorite-
me off for real.
You had 2 favorites. There was 3 men. It was a 3-man team.
Okay.
And there was the 2 you picked was the 2 that lost.
Okay. Even if
Two losers
Kendrick
of the generation.
did not battle Drake,
There's
I would
only
still
one
not
left.
want Kendrick to win any
He's the
awards.
top now. You got to give it up. The generation of your life. This is the one you grew up listening to. This is your generation.
But hold
Yeah.
on, we talking about my
And
thing
now
is that
you
we're
gotta
talking about
accept
other
the fact that
rappers
you
of this
don't like
generation. Sky Zoo was in the same generation as Kendrick. Are we not right? Isn't Lupe the same generation as Kendrick?
That sucks, man. That sucks that y'all generation is run by a dude that y'all don't like.
Hold on, but isn't Sky Zoo the same generation as Kendrick? Isn't Lupe the same generation as Kendrick? Why are these people not in the competition? Why can't
I
they?
like their music better, but I like their music better. But what are they considered in the big 3? And now they're considered the big 1.
Okay, but I never considered the big 3 were never my big 3. Like, what,
Okay.
so you're saying just in the general
They
public?
was the big 3 to. Yes, that's what I'm talking about, man.
Okay, yeah,
I'm not
he's-
giving my own opinion.
Kendrick has always been number 1 in the general in the general public. That's always
I
been
don't
the
agree
case.
with that. First of all, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that because Drake's on with all of the bullshit numbers.
Drake always had the numbers. Okay, here's the thing. This is the point of the battle. This
Drake
is
had to give Kendrick his numbers.
No,
That's the hell
that's
we
not
did.
that's not happening. You are misrepresenting what's happening in this beef. Okay, there's two things. Okay, there are people who are on the internet who talk about hip hop like Kendrick, right? And
Yes.
they hate that Drake is popular. Okay, because they don't feel like Drake is real hip hop, and he's not. I've also hated Drake for the same reason. Okay, but I also don't feel like Kendrick is real hip hop. So
I agree.
so the thing is,
Well, he's getting that. Hold on now. He
Good.
makes real hip hop music.
he makes real boring music. Okay, so real emotional
You can
music,
say that,
real
but
whack
it's
music.
hip hop. Don't say it's not hip hop though.
Yeah.
Okay, it's whack. I agree, but don't say it's not hip hop.
All right. So regardless, my point is that everybody, when it was everyone felt like this was a battle of culture, real hip hop versus pop music, right? Even though Kendrick makes pop music, okay.
Yeah,
So I never felt like it was that dichotomy. To me, these are two pop artists battling each other. Okay? And I'm talking about I like the actual rappers. Alright? So I never had either of these people are neither of them are people I like. Neither of these were ever in my top 3. Or top whatever.
and I agree.
So I don't
You haven't
see
said anything that goes against what I just said.
so my point is
All you said,
just because
No, you like Kendrick
the
now.
general public right now is that the internet. It's not even the general public. The internet is riding with Kendrick. The general public, the numbers will still go with Drake. Give it a year, and I bet when they both drop an album, Drake's album does more numbers. I bet you.
Of course it
not
will.
just the general
He's
public.
better.
You acting like this is not the first of all. Yes, it's the general public that is rocking with Kendrick, but it's really like all of hip hop as well, man. Like,
Exactly.
it's a lot.
So
It
was
it's not
stacked
like
if
against
they
Drake to
both
win.
drop a new album and Drake does bigger numbers, then will you say Drake is the MVP?
No, because he
Of course
lost.
it will.
He lost bad, and then 5 reference tracks came out. So he's sunken. He's been banished from his position at the top. He might do big numbers, but he can never be considered any kind of top rapper again. I don't care if it's the top rapper of the week. He can't be the top rapper of the week.
He was never considered the top rapper. No one's ever considered Drake the top
No.
rapper.
Many people do.
No
Many
one's
people-
ever considered Drake the top rapper. That's never been the case. That's never been
Well,
the case.
what considers him a top rapper? What are you talking about?
No, people think he's popular. No one's ever said Drake is the most talented or the most lyrical. No one's ever put Drake on any list of any sort.
You just changed it. Top rapper is not the same as most talented or most lyrical. He's been a top
of rapper. Any sort. I'm talking about any list. Any list. Look at any list from the past 20 years.
That's a fact.
Drake is not on the top of any list. He never has been. Kendrick has. I'm just telling you the facts. You just said the sky is blue. Okay. Drake has never been on the top of any list. It's never been the case.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't really understand the argument. He took down somebody who everyone already considered him to be better than.
That's true.
Yeah, it happened. Okay, again, I always consider Nas better than Jigga, but guess what? It still matters that he chopped him down.
But not everyone considered that. That wasn't the popular opinion at the time. That was not the popular opinion. Everyone thought Jay-Z was the better rapper at that time. Or that's what the general public thought.
Look, man, okay, all right, look, hey, you don't have to, look, we could disagree. We could agree to disagree. You don't think that Kendrick is the MVP right now? I think it is basically by default, because do I think Rock Marciano had the best album so far this year? Yes.
Okay, so why isn't he your MVP? Why is he your MVP?
Because he did not have a gigantically, massively popular battle with another rapper that went over 5 or 7 songs or some in a 48-hour span and come out on top. Like that's a dub in hip hop history, and you sit up here trying to like minimize it. I don't understand.
It's not minimized.
It's not minimized. I said he won the battle. I said he has song of the year. I just disagree with your definition of MVP.
Matter.
I disagree with your definition of MVP.
That didn't matter more than normal. This matters more than normal. Because if it didn't, we wouldn't have felt the compulsion to get online. And let's talk about this right now. Because it's going down. This is a big deal. You're acting like it's just the same as anything else. It's not. It's different. It's a big time battle. Everybody talking about it everywhere still. That happened, 2 months ago, a month ago? It's bigger than somebody's album that it's bigger than that. I'm glad people have better albums. I'm listening to the albums nonstop. But I don't care if Common and Pete Rock, I don't care if Common dropped B Part 2. It ain't bigger than that. Unless every single is on the radio constantly, as much as Not Like Us is. And everybody goes everywhere you talk to them, they're gonna say, "Man, did you hear that coming? Because this is the greatest."
So now we're doing it off of numbers.
We're talking about numbers now. Oh, okay. So Drake was album of the year last year.
Is this the weirdest thing about this beef that happened? The weirdest thing about this beef that happened is that no. The weirdest thing about this beef that happened is that Drake was always the numbers king, and then as soon as he lost this battle, everyone starts swearing that everything's about numbers for Kendrick now. Now it's all about numbers for Kendrick.
Not numbers.
But the second this beef is over, and Drake's back at the numbers game, everyone will start saying again, numbers don't matter. So it doesn't make any sense. We just switch the argument for the moment. And it's cool. Kendrick, your MVP, that's all good.
It's not numbers. It's not numbers. You keep saying numbers. It's not numbers. It's all of the culture. That's not numbers. You can say numbers.
The media, the media machine is what you're talking about. There is no culture. There's a media machine, and there's sheep who follow the same opinions. That's it.
But we still ran on here to get on the internet to talk about this battle, didn't we not?
Yes.
On days that we never pod. Because it's bigger than that. And if the most fire album came out, we still would wait till Thursday night to record. But for this, we had to get on right away. Then we did it again.
Okay, number one,
there's different reasons why
we definitely got it on the weekend before, but
it's bigger than that in hip hop. Y'all diminishing this. Y'all diminishing this.
We're not diminishing it.
Hip hop culture, this is going to be around. People still going to be talking about it in 10, 15, 20 years.
We will still talk about this battle because this battle was huge. It's one of the biggest battles ever.
So you acting like
you can't win off of singles. I'm sorry, that's just my rule. I don't know. That was what I was told was the rules.
Singles battle. It was all singles
I
battle.
don't care. I don't care. It could have been the best
right,
diss of all time. You're not winning out. You're not winning rapper of the year off of singles. That's what I was told.
If you
That's
drop
what
the
I
best
believe.
diss of all time, you're gonna win something because you just dropped something that's one of the biggest of all time.
Listen.
You got moment of the year. I don't know, but you're not winning rapper of the year without putting the album out. I don't know.
All right. I gotta go.
We gotta go.
because
I
we
just want
gotta
to
go.
shout out to the everybody in the chat that rocked with us. I
Especially
think
y'all new
everybody made some
people.
good
man.
points here.
Please let us know what y'all think in the comments. What y'all think in the
CLF,
comments?
yeah, let us know in the comments, man. Who you think think's MVP? But
Like and
like,
subscribe.
yeah. Matt said culture impact is more than numbers, bro. And then
Yeah.
CLF said Kenny just showed that he could beat Owlboy Drake at his own game and do it better. So listen, I think all
I
that
don't
is
even
true.
care what he did,
All
how
that is
he
true.
won. I don't care about none of that, dog. I'm telling you, the cultural impact is bigger than any other album that came out this year by far. So I don't know how we could say it's something that's to be minimized. I just don't get that.
Hey, you're right.
I mean,
Salute.
okay.
Salute. All right. Peace, everybody. Catch y'all next time, man. Peace.
Peace.